Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's Tracy with Brutifully. Happy to be here with you, catching you up on everything surrounding my new life. um, the status of everything is moving right along, I guess. It's the best way to put it. House is for sale now in Ohio. So hopefully that sells quickly. Looks beautiful with everything the cleaners did to freshen everything up. And the pictures that are on the realtor site. And yeah, just excited to see a new family enjoy that space and make it their own. And want my neighbors to have good neighbors. I love my neighbors. They're wonderful people all around. Beautiful neighborhood. And just very bittersweet. Been very hard to see that go on the market. There's just so much love I put into that place and the things that I wanted to have and colors and design and style. I had Pinterest board for years and would check off everything that was happening and making it the way that I wanted it. So, yeah, it's hard to talk about and not tear up. So I don't want to cry. Every time I talk, I feel like I cry and I don't want to do that. Of course, Wednesdays are counseling days and, those are good for me. I need those and getting ready to do art-based grief counseling here in the area. So I'm anxious to participate in that. Anxious, excited. Want to be able to create again with my hands to a point. Here, if you're watching the video on YouTube, I have been painting. So here's a little bit of some florals that I was doing in watercolor just to put a brush in my hand again and work on some inspiration for some fall special mahjong mats that I was designing for a Matterpiece collection. So every month, a limited edition mat will come out with my artwork, and that will start in September. And it won't be available after that. After the orders are done the month prior, the different substrates that you can order on all the ones that I offer, and then it won't be made again. So it'll be like a limited edition, and only 100 mats will be made. So you can choose from the style you want, and then you also get a special gift from me that will go along with your mat. It could be an accessory. It could be something that you can use at the table, but it'll be a special surprise that's included too. So just wanted to offer something fun and exclusive. Because everything that I do mahjong wise is usually just available made to order. I don't really limit to how many are out there. I know that that's frustrating for a lot of mahjong players, that they feel like they are under the gun ordering something or it's not available. So it's just made to order. And so this is a little bit of a fun way to some of the people that collect some of the mats that I do, to have something more exclusive. And another layer on that is the gift that I create to coordinate with that look as a thank you. So to make it worthwhile. But yeah, so that is something that is new. And I got to start my newsletter up again. I haven't sent one out since April, and I need to do that. It is on my list to do, but I've been busy. I've been busy with wholesales, and I've been busy with creating some custom stuff and with commissions. And I'm very grateful for that. Very thankful that is doing well. I need that. I need that financially. I need that mentally. I need that connection with others. And I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. If you're wanting to support me, that's one way you can do it. But socially here, I have been in knitting classes and signed up to teach mahjong locally. and I'm going to take dance lessons, line dancing lessons. So that's going to be fun. I got a bicycle, so I'm hoping to find a place to ride my bicycle and maybe take my granddaughters with me. So hopefully it's like a, I don't know. We had the towpath in Stark County, and that was really nice because it was away from the roads and you could just ride and you didn't worry about traffic. So I'm looking for something like that here in the area so I can know that the kids will be safe if they're dragging behind a little bit or something. So yeah, they're on my radars to look out for something like that and visit some places. I went to lunch this week with another artist friend in the area, and Amy and I went to the Rusty Pelican in Edmonds, and Edmonds just stole my heart. What a darling town. That was so fun to visit, and I was given some suggestions to go visit some of the shops and studios, so did that and going to go back. So I'm very excited about having that so close, and just love the whole vibe of that area. So sweet. So I really enjoyed that visit and the breakfast and her company and just her encouragement, making plans with some other friends. So I'm really excited about, exploring the area and having some people to meet up with. It makes me really happy to have those connections and trying to rest. My counselor is adamant that I give myself permission to just get some rest. And I'm trying to do that. But otherwise, just spending time with my kids and spending time with my grandchildren and getting to see my granddaughters at her birthday. It's the first birthday party I've ever got to attend. And I absolutely loved every second of it. And they're just so sweet. And I just feel so grateful getting to be part of that and getting to be here. But, coming home and sitting down and trying to find the inspiration inside of myself where I used to be able to just be like, oh, I'm going to paint this and I feel so happy about these colors and this subject. I'm still struggling trying to find that inspiration within myself and find some happiness and joy. Because all of the darkness and all of the sadness and the grief and the anger, it creeps in. And I try to quiet it with just like some really soft music, lo-fi. My friend Rachel introduced me to that. And and Quincy and Hallie, they all listen to that. And so that's been really good because there aren't any words. There aren't any memories attached with that music, that type of music for me. And it's very good to have that on so I can try to think of other things. So that's usually on in my house or a show that I've seen a million times that I can just let play and I don't have to really pay attention to it. It's just noise. It's so strange how sounds are very difficult to tolerate. That makes any sense if you're grieving. It's so odd to explain how things affect your senses and affect your mood and affect your thoughts. Where I didn't really pay attention to that. I guess I didn't pay attention to that as much when I wasn't grieving. But boy, it's really difficult to deal with some of it. And it's not like I want to sit in the silence, but I don't want to be reminded of things or of times or situations or certain memories. And it's hard because music was part of my creativity. I would play some fun playlists at the shop while we played mahjong or where we had a class or, when we had a gallery opening. Music was a big part of it. And it's just really hard for me to listen to some of that now. I need to get into some, new decades, new music coming up that I didn't share any memories with him. I need to find some that will represent something new. So I'm waiting for the future, if that makes any sense at all. I'm waiting for these new experiences to be made to replace all of this stuff that I keep going back to. I need replacements. I'm anxiously awaiting for those next steps. And it's so hard because you're just trying to get this step, this day, this hour, try to get through that. And you're just constantly reminded on this date or this experience was shared. And maybe you don't want to remember that. I don't know how many people are grieving like I'm grieving, where you don't want to recall a certain memory. It's too hard. You don't want to remember. You don't want to relive. It was a false positive. If that makes any sense. I've had a lot of realizations that the things that I thought were positive were not. And it's really hard to hear people send me positive things about how they're dealing with all of this, because not everybody is grieving in that way. And I want them to be healthy, and I want them to be happy, and I want them to cope. But in the same vein, I'm trying to do it on a whole different level. And it's hard. It's hard to compartmentalize, I guess, this anger I have and hurt and explain it. And I'm not in a place where I have to explain it every day. I don't have to talk about it with anybody except for my counselor. My kids and I talk about it on a different level. And I guess that's a blessing to a point. But I miss my friends, and I miss the socialization I have with people that I knew and that I was comfortable with and who I care about. And it's like, what do I replace that with right now? Because all I have is myself. I don't have my daughters on a daily basis or my granddaughters on a daily basis. And so I just have my art, my creativity. And I want it to be positive. I don't want it to be dark. I don't want it to be hurting. But maybe I need to create that way for a little bit to get it out. So that's why I signed up for a creative grief group. Because maybe I can make those kind of things in that situation just to get it out. And to where it's acceptable in that scenario. Because when I start going down the rabbit hole of like how I'm really feeling at the end of the day, I think it's scary for people to see that, especially with me. I'll get messages telling me how strong I am and how I'm going to get through it. And it's, yeah, thank you. But man, I don't want to be strong anymore. It's so hard. I want to be light and bright and fun and smiling again. And I'm tired of being strong. Damn it, I'm crying again. So, I'll just keep working at it. That's all I can do, is trying to create in the middle of all this. And ask for your grace. And maybe some suggestions if you have some suggestions some subjects that maybe I can concentrate on. I have some homework to do for my counselor, so I'll be working on that. And I am writing every day. I have not gone back to read it. I started it before I knew the depths of what I was dealing with. And then I know as the writing has gotten darker and more upsetting because of more of the stuff that I'm finding out, and the more I'm dealing with, it's been heavier. And I don't have it in me to go back and read what I wrote from what one mindset was to now. I don't know when I will, but I'm not ready for that right yet, because I'm still just pouring out of me of where I'm at right now. So, yeah, as an artist, I work in patterns a lot. And today, talking to my counselor, we're working on patterns in my life and trying to identify those. And in the depth of where they have been in all kinds of different relationships that I've had between family and friends and people. It's really interesting. It's this journey's pretty enlightening. I wouldn't wish it on anyone to have to find out who they really are through something like this. But here I am, I'm sharing it with you. Here I am dealing with it. And if it can help anyone deal with their grief or their hurt or their anger, listening to me go through it on a weekly basis, sharing it, then I hope it helps. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just sharing where I'm at. And trying to be creative along the way. So I'll get there. I will get back to a lighter person, a happier person. Just not there yet. We're all dealing with something. Everybody has something. We don't know what that is. You got to be kind to one another. And if you're in a relationship, you got to be honest with one another and talk to one another. Truly be honest. It's amazing how the things that you do in life and search for, it's like a big algorithm anymore. Even though you think you're deleting stuff, something can reveal it in an algorithm. It's never deleted. Keeps coming back in your face, let you know that's what that person was doing. That's what that person wanted. This is who this person really was. No matter what they delete, it's there. It's in there. They can delete all the history they want. Doesn't matter. It's there. So I'm dealing with a lot of history that somebody didn't want to share when they were here, and now it's my mess to try to comprehend. I didn't deserve any of this. Nobody did. And I'm gonna get through it. Definitely gonna get through it. So thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting me. And maybe next week I'll sound a little lighter. So take care. Have a great weekend. Stay beautifully made.